I could walk alone on water, ooh, I would. If I could set them.
I've been getting profound messages, and I know this message I'm about to share today is for the chosen ones. And like I said in the majority of my videos, everyone has a calling on this planet, but very few are willing to listen to that call. And it's because we choose fear over love. And today, we should be really asking ourselves why we should choose love over fear instead. And I know majority of us have a distorted perspective, blame Disney Channel, that love comes from another person. It never has. It never has. A love that another has for you adds to the love that you already have for yourself. So the reason why we need to really ask ourselves this question, why choose love over fear, is because majority of us, even for decades, the millennium, centuries, fear, if you look at this chart, fear has been our foundation to hold all these other emotions. Now, you might be saying, well, you said we should ask ourselves why we should choose love over fear. We first got to realize, why is fear the fundamental foundation for all these other emotions before love? And it's because we have to realize that everything that's happening upon this planet, everything that's happening within us, it's for a reason. You know, we fluctuate so much from fear to frustration to anger to sadness to neutrality, and then shoot all the way up to love, and then we always go back down. Now you might be wondering, how do I choose love as my foundation instead of fear? Well, the one thing you have to realize, and it's been explaining to us energetically lately, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually lately, is that the reason why we keep choosing fear is because we stay in this rut of familiarity, this rut of thinking fear, sadness, and anger is more responsible than love. Because like I said in the beginning, we have a distorted perspective of thinking love comes from another person, when love is really the fundamental foundation that created this whole existence. We have just forgotten it. And the reason why we have forgotten it is because, well, what makes a person triggered a lot quicker than love? Fear. And fear is the quickest way to manipulate, to deceive, to forget. Because when we're in a consistent state of fear, we're in a consistent state of survival. So we don't think about anything good. We only perceive the worst. Now this message is going to be for my beautiful chosen ones. Because like I said, everyone has a calling, but very few are willing to listen to that call. And this is for the light workers, the healers, the ones who choose love over fear, the ones who actually know that they can manifest their reality through their energy, through their thoughts, through their own existence and understanding their own value here. So what I really want to share with you is that lately, energetically, what I have been receiving spiritually is, my dreams have been so profound. Please know, if you have any nightmares or any type of very vivid dreams, those are messages. I will always tell people, if you remember your dream, it wasn't a dream, it was a message. Now, we're in Libra season. And actually, what was it? The past new moon was in Libra. And the new moon is not only about manifesting, it's also about understanding what needs to get back into balance since it's in Libra season. And Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is all about relationships. It's all about connection. It's all about how you show up. We have been shown what has been out of order within ourselves and what has been imbalanced within ourselves. Majority of us want to be in la la land, but majority of us still sitting in that fear. And the way to make love your foundation is by asking yourself, why choose love over fear? Because what has fear brought you? What has fear really brought you other than a distorted perspective of perceiving the worst? Now, we're not going to shun fear. We're not going to shun any of these lower emotions because they're needed. The reason why they are our foundation in the beginning of life and what we are taught, because fear is taught. The reason why we have to go through these layers is because we have to understand our potentiality and creating our emotional intelligence. When we can allow ourselves to go through these levels of lower vibrational emotions, we can see how we can equip ourselves with believing in the best, with believing in the fact that everything that has been shown to us, everything that has happened in our childhood, everything that has happened in the past, it didn't happen and it didn't go in vain for no reason. All that pain happened to you to show you the false foundation you've been living on, the false beliefs you've been holding about yourself, the distorted self-image that you have of you when you're a divine being in this human vessel, not just a human vessel trying to understand you're a divine essence. No. So my whole point I want to share with you, you beautiful being, is that we have to find what is going to lift us up. Because fear is the thing that's been holding us down, has been killing us, has been causing illness, has been causing stress, has been causing sickness within ourselves and within the world. And guess what? Since we're energetic beings, what we vibrate at, we emit out. That's something we can't control. Meaning that we can't control of where our energy goes. We can't help it. What you vibrate at, you emit. That is how we work as energetic beings. So now is the time to realize, are you still going to hold on to that trauma? Are you still going to live with unforgiving your ex, your parents, your past relationships, those betrayals, those heartaches, those disappointments? Are you still going to live with those? Because I'm here to tell you, that is what's causing you to be off balance. That's what's causing you to live in this rut, to live in the state of fear, to live in the state of disbelief and doubt. You know, lately I've been hearing a lot of people say, I have a lot of doubt about this, I have a lot of doubt about that. You're creating your own reality. You're creating and perceiving yourself in a way where you think you're not deserving, where you think you're not meant to exist, when you exist for a reason. You don't exist for no reason. God makes no mistakes, you guys. So for the chosen ones, I want you to understand all the betrayals, all the heartaches, everything you're going through, it was a test to see, are you going to finally understand that love is the core foundation, not only to be at a high vibration, because it's not about being only high vibrational, it's about being equipped with choosing love, choosing happiness, choosing joy. You know, I have this beautiful quote I live by, and I love it so much. And that is, I'm happy in life, not because everything is good. It's because I choose to see the good in everything of life. Does that make me naive? Yeah, I used to be. Like we all are. We want to see the good in everything, and we don't allow ourselves to be logical. Yeah, there's such thing. But if you can stand in a place where you can see both sides of the story, where people want to deem good or bad, and you choose to say there's no such thing as that, it just is, because if it was bad, God would not have created it. So if you can align yourself with the understanding that if this exists for a reason, if this happened for a reason, if I acted this way for a reason, of course it's going to come with the consequence, but how am I going to take that in? Am I going to choose to sit in that fear? Am I going to choose to sit in that anger? Am I going to choose to sit in that frustration? Yeah, you got to go through those levels, because they're here to teach you how to grow. But you don't have to sit there, because it's not the definition of who you are. It's just helping you elevate in who you're meant to be. So the whole point I'm sharing with you is that everything that you're currently feeling, all the thoughts of the past, all that pain, suppression has been repressed from childhood that's coming up to the surface, because it has been going on in the whole entire collective. It's because it's divine intervening, divine telling you it's time to get your justice, but it's time for you to balance out the scales within yourself. If you feel you've been done wrong, if you feel things have been hard for you, it was because a test of your faith, a test of how do you see yourself now? Are you going to continue seeing yourself that way? Are you going to allow yourself to go through the growing pains of, you know what? I'd rather feel this, to heal this, to see that I'm not meant to be this. So the whole point of everything I just shared with you is that we have to have all these different lower vibrational emotions to go to the higher ranks of emotions to gain our sense of self-worth. So understand, if it wasn't for hatred, we wouldn't know love. If it wasn't resentment, we wouldn't know forgiveness or compassion. If it wasn't for anger, we wouldn't know compassion. If it wasn't for judgment, we wouldn't know understanding. So the whole point of this video, beautiful chosen ones, is that you have been tested because divine had to intervene to let you know, what are you going to start believing in now? And what are you going to allow yourself to let go of? Because it's not your job to hold on to the burden of the past anymore. It is your job to create what you feel you deserve through your thoughts, through your emotions, and through how you move in this lifetime. So other than that, you beautiful beings, that's all I wanted to share with you, you beautiful chosen ones. Please understand that you are going to get your justice. Everything's going to work in your favor. But it's just a matter of, you got to have confidence in your ability to create your reality. 1111, as I just said that. So in that, you beautiful beings, that's all I wanted to share with you today. Please know you are right where you need to be, meant to be, and you're going where you are divinely supposed to be. So in that, you beautiful beings, I love you guys so much. If this resonated with you, well, I hope you stay by onto this channel by subscribing. But other than that, you guys, have a blissful day, and just know, it's so good to be alive when you choose to realize that you're worthy of being alive. I love you guys. See you on the next one.
If I could set the